Hi there YouTube fans, it is I again coming live at you with, and YouTube land, it is I, your local Scottish Trekkie, coming live at you for another Starships review. And this evening I'm going to be doing this one. I thought I'd just get this one out of the way because this one's one I've been having lying here for a while, so let's do this. It is from the Kelvin timeline, from Star Trek 2009 movie, the USS Kelvin. So what we'll do is I'll get through the magazine, which I have over here. So here is the Kelvin magazine. So what we'll do is it's the Star Trek, the official Starships collection, USS Kelvin special issue, and we'll get through the magazine. And after the magazine, we can have a look at the Starship itself. And here is the ship. More on that in a little bit. So let's get into the contents and specification of the USS Kelvin from the 2009 Star Trek. So we'll have profile on the USS Kelvin, designing the ship, and we have a little information and how to mount it on its stand over here, and we have the front image of the ship here. So let's get into the specification. So the USS Kelvin specification, its type is light cruiser. It was destroyed in 2233. Its captain is Rabu. Its crew is 800. Its mission was stellar survey, and its weaponry was phaser emitters and photon torpedoes. And you have little images of the ship down below as well. So we have the Kelvin here, which is in its shot of the ship, and we also have Chris Hemsworth 4 down here as George Kirk. So the Kelvin was a large Starfleet vessel with a single nacelle that was positioned below the ship's engineering hull. The actions of the Kelvin's first officer, Lieutenant George Kirk, earned the ship a place in history. The USS Kelvin, NCC-0514, was destroyed, confronting a mysterious ship on stardate 22-3304. The Kelvin, under the command of Captain Richard Rabu, was patrolling the Klingon neutral zone when it detected a ship emerging from a massive gravimetrics disturbance. The vessel was the Narada, a Romulan mining vessel from 2387 that had been thrown back in time following Spock's failed attempt to save Romulus. The Narada's commander, Nero, instantly turned its weapons on the Starfleet vessel. His superior firepower rapidly overcame the Kelvin, and Nero demanded Rabu's surrender. George Kirk assumed command of the Kelvin after Rabu surrendered himself to Nero. He commanded the ship for 12 minutes, but managed to save the lives of his entire crew. And then we have an awesome image of this ship from the movie when the Narada was firing in its firepower towards the Kelvin. That's an awesome image. That's one of my favourite images of the ship from the movie, because it's just the way you actually see the deflector dish and its hull. It just makes even though it's an old starship, you can actually see the homage of a vessel in there. So the USS Kelvin, NCC-0514. And then we have designing the ship. So we have some images of how the ship they were wanting to have, but none of these designs were final. So J.J. Abrams' 2009 Star Trek movie opens with a close-up of a starship. The camera moves quickly across the surface as we hear the familiar pinging. So it goes. Sound of a Starfleet bridge for the second. We think this must be the new Enterprise. No, it wasn't. But then the camera pulls back and we discover that it's actually the USS Kelvin, a ship that was literally play a role in changing history. Designing the Kelvin posted the Star Trek art department and the particular Ryan Church, who designed the exterior. So Ryan's first two passes for the design of the USS Iowa, generated 12 drawings. The basic layout stayed the same, but the surface details and some shapes. So that's all the Ryan's work. Some really nice designs in there, actually, to be honest, as well. And then you can actually see the homage of the way that the Kelvin was going to finally become. So after the basic approach to the design was approved, Church worked up a drawing that showed the Iowa in more detail and from different angles. And then we have the ship's final look on how it started to become like this, the Kelvin down here. And then we have inside the Kelvin, so that's the bridge. You can actually see it's like an old school Federation bridge, like a old bridge kind of way. So concept art is James Clay, who also designed the Vengeance and the Klingon fighter, started work on the interiors of the Kelvin before Ryan Church was briefed about the exterior, and his designs had a very definite influence on the way that Church thought about the ship. The brief that Klein was given for interiors was to make them look as if they belonged on a submarine. And then you can actually see, so like there's the bridge under red alert, and I think that's how the bridge was when it wasn't in red alert, and that's how it was when it was in red alert. There's some really, really good images in this book for the Kelvin that makes me feel like appreciative towards the movie more than I thought. And then you could actually see the Kelvin here with like the TOS decals on it up here. So that's the from the, if it was like from the TOS era. So Church also produced this large detail painting of the Iowa that showed much more detail, including the position of a Starfleet pennant. This was sent over to ILM to give them an idea of what the final ship should look like. And then we can actually see some awesome images of the Starship final look. So up here you can actually see the shuttle bay coming as well, the shuttle bay doors opening, and then the final image of the ship down here. It's a really, really good, interesting read magazine. And particularly, the ILM wanted to make the collector at the front of the single warp nacelle as detailed as possible. The final design has echoes of the original TV series where the nacelle caps had rotating components inside them. So, like if you look on the Enterprise, you can see the inside the nacelle, the things rotating, like the TOS. And then you get some battle damage shots of the ship, so the Kelvin getting some hits from the Narada, and down here as well, so it's all battle damaged. Some really good shots. Long after he had finished his work, the ship, Ryan Church revisited the Kelvin to design these Kelvin-inspired salt and pepper shakers. Now that's right, because if you actually look at the bit where the Kirk's on Iowa, you could actually see him holding like a Kelvinish shaker, and he shakes it, and you can see the salt coming out yet in the bar scene where he's got blood coming from his nose, and he holds up like a saucer section saucer section, and it's got wee holes, and it's actually for salt and pepper. It's really cool. And then you get the Kelvin pointing upwards in the magazine, and StarTrek at the top. But guys, that is a really good, interesting read. I quite enjoyed that. It makes me want to feel like I might watch the 2009 Star Trek as well. Actually, I might do that tonight, because I've got it over in my Blu-rays. But here's the ship itself. Here she is, the USS Kelvin, NCC-0514. It's a really, all the Aztecing on it as well is very, very good. This is a really good one from Eagle Moss. This is really, really good. If you guys are unsure, or if you like the Kelvin timeline and you want to have it in your collection, I'd go for the Kelvin, the Franklin, the Beyond Enterprise, and the Enterprise from the 09, and the Vengeance. But here's the Kelvin. So at the back you see its impulse engines, and its long nacelle here, and the secondary hull up the top with the shuttle bay up here. That's the shuttle bay at the back, and it's also got NCC-0514 along here, and that's the part there. It's like a buzzard. It's like a buzzard. So the buzzard intake in here, and then you can actually see all its wee. You can actually see all its wee phaser ports as well here. So I've got its wee phaser parts down here. So yeah, guys, that's my take on the USS Kelvin, NCC-0514. That was captained by Robert Rabu, and then given the command to George Kirk for 12 minutes before the ship was destroyed. And now, also as well, some people don't like Star Trek 2009, but I think if you want to give it a chance, watch it, and then it'll make you want to watch the other Star Treks, like Into Darkness and Beyond. But yeah, guys, I'm not ranting anymore. But that's my review on the USS Kelvin. If you like the video today, and here's the stand. Sorry, there's the stand for it. So, so it's USS Kelvin, NCC-0514, and it's 0449A-B. And mounting this ship to the stand is very easy. And that's the Starship on its stand. That's the ship on its stand. And there's the USS Kelvin, and ready to go and display. So yeah, guys, that's my review of the USS Kelvin. If you've liked the video, please give the thumbs up, the likes, and if you liked my review tonight, please hit the subscribe button to my channel. And if you want to share it, please like, share, and subscribe, and send it and show it around, and that will give me more support to my channel. But yeah, guys, thank you much for taking time for watching this video tonight, and I will see you guys in the next video. Have a nice weekend, and I will see you guys later. I am the Scottish Trekkie. I will see you guys later. Live long and prosper, guys. Bye bye for now. Bye.